Now we're all good to go. You thought I couldn't do it, but I did it. Welcome to the show. Last time we left off, we didn't complete the trial in time. So who knows what'll happen.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Bleh.
It's always tough when it starts off with Pearl, because I'm not warmed up yet. In fact, I'm gonna take a preemptive drink of water. Just a sip. Yeah, there, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore. Baby noises.
Look, it'll be all right. Everything may still work out.
Huh?
The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't, because Mr. Ungard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
Oh. You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So? Hey, you guys! I'm glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. Then I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. Okay. Wonder what he's got to say. So, what are you gonna do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that! Well, what am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that just means I'm gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Ungard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of expertise in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making real simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? The instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Mrs. Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. Ms. Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to... No. We almost need to frame Mr. Ungard. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it just
Feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning?
Miss Von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal.
But she's gonna be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she was in a stable condition, but...
Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital.
Which one?
What, are you gonna visit her, pal?
No, well, I was kind of thinking about it.
Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good Maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
Now I'm definitely not going.
Let's see, the name of the hospital, oh yeah, the Hoti Clinic.
Ugh, that name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. I guess we're doing that.
The reception room.
Never thought I'd come back to this place.
Yes. Are you here to visit a patient?
Hi. Wait a second, you're...
Yes. I'm Director Hoti.
Why are you still here?
Yes. What is it? Can I help you? Yes, you can tell me. Yes.
Director Hottie! Oh no, it's not someone new, it's Edgeworth.
I wish they wouldn't do that. I wish they'd just tell me when it's a character that I already know and not give me question marks. It's annoying. Because like sometimes, like when it was Edgeworth busting in the trial, like sure, give me question marks, it's exciting. But this is like, he's just here. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They're just trying to upset me. They're just trying to be mean to me. Edgeworth.
Yes. I'm Director Hoti. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes. What is it?
Director, Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma?
You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. Yes, and that surgery, it went well.
You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret.
You know, so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun, after all. And when I snuck up on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud. Yes.
I see.
But she's really cute too. When I do that, she whipped me with her whip. Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, I think I could get used to it. Yeah.
I guess he's dead. Go back to your room.
You're so mean. So mean. My frisky Friska.
Friska! Wow, Friska moment! Oh, Pog. Pog for Vriska.
It's time for my IV drops. Yes.
And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I knew I shouldn't have come here.
Can I present her the tulips? No, I don't actually have them. I thought it would be funny. That'd be really cool. It was like, oh, for you. Because I was trying to get you better. I was shot in the front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had a handful of intentions of running the trial. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. Blah, 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 blah.
But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding. But I has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I find myself having to clean up after you in that irresponsible deal you made.
I think I know what deal he's referring to.
The deal! The art of the deal, even.
Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Ungard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof I made such a deal?
You're denying it?
It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over.
Oh, while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime?
That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Ungard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then Ungard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all.
But you had to know she was... Ow!
I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far...
But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright, the courtroom is a garden of judgment. I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you.
Witness! That card. Give it to me. Hurry! You have any idea what you have stupidly, yet inadvertently done? Miss, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time.
This incredibly obvious fucking serial killer calling card thing. Like, come on, man. Does it get worse than that? Does it get worse than hiding the serial killer's calling card? Whatever.
And that card, what in the world is it?
You mean this?
Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it.
I understand.
Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer. An assassin. The best at that.
An assassin?
There you go.
So, who is this Shelly the Killer?
The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name.
So, because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them?
He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it is a part of his duty to his clients.
His duty?
If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients.
I see.
The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience.
I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So, you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case?
It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it. Wouldn't you agree?
Shelly the Killer. Huh.
I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter?
I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want?
An acquittal.
I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way.
Right, listen. You need to know something. Juan Corrido was killed by Shelly the Killer, and the client who ordered the job is Matt Ungard, your own client.
Please, stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that.
I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter.
All right. So we can go. I guess we couldn't have gone before. You know, that's nice of Edgeworth. Getting it together a little bit.
In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Ungard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, I mean, we clearly asked him if he killed her, not if he hired an assassin to kill her. Which means that he obviously did it. Like, that's very clear.
Maya, please. All I ask is you make it home, safe and sound.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it's question marks. What could be here even?
I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court.
I never make anything up. What are they talking about? They always say Nick makes things up, but it's always evidence. What do you mean make things up? Make things up? You mean ask people questions about the things they say? Stop making things up. That's stupid. You're stupid. Be nice to me.
Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to take a look around. Time to go take a look around.
We already examined stuff in here. It's too dark. Even though there's a big light shining down on us, it's too dark to see. Saddle dish.
What is this place?
I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there?
Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Bear!
That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear. Ah, how cute! But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste."
Yeah, okay. In case you didn't recognize that as Celeste Impacts.
I bet this could be a clue. Oh, hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Right, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here.
Well, you could just pour the coffee on it, just to be safe.
It's so dark in here that I could barely see, but
there's a big light on. What are you talking about? Look at this. Look at this crap. Come on.
These kind of feel like videotapes. All of them. Just what kind of room is this?
Ah,
What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now where's the power button? Ooey, it's busted. I would so die a happy samurai fan if I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this. I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered. Locked. Of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier. Then maybe I'd be able to crawl through here.
Oh, this simply will not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. It seems sure Mr. Wright is surely concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes. Correct?
Dad?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No way. You're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be. Okay. Well, I guess we figured some things out. Maybe. We need Maya to transmit them through into the past with morphogenetic fields. That's the only way to get out of this.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, Pearls. Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now, I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ungard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Well, let's do it. How you doing? Yeah, you're just fucking chilling in my office? Great. I love it. I love you being here. You big dummy. I mean, sure, you saved my life from the mob one time, but all the rest of the time, you've been very unhelpful. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aww.
Ugh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the...
You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh, yeah. There's a message here for you.
A message?
It's from Matt Ungard. Ah, here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden?
Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could like drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright?
Okay, well, let's get into his house and rummage through his garbage.
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, jammed into pocket. Very little respect. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Okay. Well, we'll go do that. I guess we go to the... Oh, excuse me. Big ol' yawn.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
You shall not pass.
Miss Oldbag. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gas, you spiky-headed pettifogger. What, is that some kind of slur? Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy, again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. Oh, I wanted his heart, it's all your fault. You awakened the wild beast inside of this old bag.
Miss Oldbag.
Keep your hands off of me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on?
Don't think you can get me to move with your silly questions. You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this.
Let's leave. We'll pick up that later. We already got the thing from Edgeworth, so. Ooh. I want to go to the house first. New environment. Very excited.
Nah, sure is dark.
I'll go turn on a light.
Wow. So this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shoo, the kitty cat. Shoo!
So I guess this is Shoo.
Oh, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shoo.
The cat seems to like pearls. Pardon me.
Yeah. No shit. I was gonna say, look at that cat door. I know where this is. But I didn't say it fast enough.
Will I help you with something, Miss, we're lawyers? Actually, I'm Mr. Ungard's lawyer. The Mosses. Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes? It's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Nice to meet you.
Shoo! Wow!
You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else, or? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the Mr. or his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else, or? No, not especially. It's just appropriate for a lowly servant to speak for himself and his affairs. You know, I would have thought Mr. Ungard the kind to have a maid over a butler. That's a very cute cat you've got here. It's my duty to take care of it. The master rather fancies Shoo. And, anything else, or? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lonely servant to speak of the family cat.
This is slowly turning into what Pirates of the Caribbean, man. Jack Sparrow. I originally just wanted him to be Australian because I have other British voices. I only use that deep voice for the what was his name? The concierge guy. I already used that for him, so I wanted to do a different voice. Ooh, pop my neck real fast. But
It's slowly just becoming a Jack Sparrow. Where all has a rum gone, right? Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore.
Matt's note crumpled into a ball and thrown away.
Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Oh, so young and yet already so accomplished. A master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. You are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Meow.
Let's look at this shit. Whoa, that's like choppy for some reason.
A giant bicycle is flying through the air.
And that bicycle, Pearls, is the one where you don't have to pedal it and it moves on its own.
Really? Wow!
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Ah, there are masks here.
Yeah, and that one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick.
I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. Unguard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shu?
Door. It's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. There's another door over there.
You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick.
Yes, Pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around.
Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here.
That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Mr. Nick?
You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit Faye Manor then. I'll show you one when you do.
I wish they'd stop doing that. I wish they would not do that anymore. Tell me if you're gonna read my thoughts. Like, come on. Give a guy a break, I'm telling you. It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by it and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? What is with me and feeling inferior today?
Huh?
Okay, well, I guess we're leaving. Yeah, she's not gonna talk to me.
You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Looks like the only way I'm gonna get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Alright, fine. You what? You got it. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... edgy poo?
Is that her perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly?
That man's good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, you understand?
Alright.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook.
Okay, bye.
It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's gonna come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
She's back.
What? What now? One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Unguard's room today.
Why?
The police's main investigation team is gonna be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. That 1 foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
Sure I will. Whatever you say. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not even tired.
Looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. Hey, city boy! Lotta, you're still here. Reckon course. An investigating photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the scoop. Yeah. And this hotel has just got that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen.
But do you have a camera?
Wreck given. A photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here. But speaking of cameras and feeding the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You're really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. These useless. These women. Not helpful. So, about the note that was inside your camera case? Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? Water. Water and water and water, water. Ooh, gotta crack my back a little bit. I'm sitting weird in this chair. I need to scooch it forward. And I'm starting to just talk in my normal accent. I do Lotta for like 3 seconds and it's already going downhill. You mean the stuff about Ungard shoving his manager lady on a corrida? Yeah. Ah, well. I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind.
Whatever came to mind?
Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldooters.
Oh.
Hey, what's with ya? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Nah. Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? You're shrinking, Lotta. Oh, my baby. My $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence. and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kinda how it is.
Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't you? So put in a few good words and give me back my camera.
You want me to do what?
Listen, Nagler got real good for about 5 hours, and I guarantee you he'll give it back.
Why don't you do your own dirty work?
Yeah, Edgeworth's doing a good job. I believe in him. Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Okay, I'll see you then.
You too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be picky about your food now.
Okay.
Make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
Okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right back.
Would you just please leave already?
Okay. Guess that's the only place I can go. We gotta search for more clues. Who is Unging?
Mr. Nick.
What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning?
I hate evil ghosts.
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon.
Is this not just Old Bag?
Ah.
Zoinks! It's the alien.
It is just Old Bag. She's here! Get the fuck out! God, stop bothering me!
Who are you calling an alien?
Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here?
What is wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to poor Juan, and you're disturbing me.
Oh, here comes another yawn. Woo, woo. Yeah, who cares? Anybody can just come and go. It's great. It's the best. I just throw these bears around and no one can stop me, legally speaking. Please talk to me about the night of the murder. Just one more time.
I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by a fraud of a photographer and a note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face.
With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it.
Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're gonna take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, all right.
Now I've seen everything.
But you know, I was working that night too. Doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Kurita.
He was the most popular star, you know. Basic, especially where it counts, in my book.
But I heard that he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ungard.
Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was gonna become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him.
Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Neck,
What is it, Pearls?
presents, they're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears? Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Bears? Why bears?
You don't know. When my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. Ooh. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight they became friends.
Wow, what a heartwarming story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out down by a river going, heh, you sure can't fight. You too, bub. You too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Ah.
I'm Uncle Bear and I say it's barely 8 o'clock.
What is that infernal racket? Fucking talking clocks. I knew it. I mentioned that clock. I said, oh, it looks like a bear, but it's actually a clock and it says the time. This game has 1 bit. Ace Attorney has 1 bit, and it's talking clocks that fuck you up. It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. Ah, that startled me. Thought I was gonna die for a second.
8 p.m. That's the time when the awards ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. The transceiver. Oh God, I didn't want to think about it. Hello, hello. This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you're not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So receiving my present did you no good.
No, Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. I suppose I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. A little... What is with this static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems bad. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Excuse me.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static. No! No!
Mystic Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. It's probably fine. It's just a bad connection. Well, who's an electronics expert? Do we know any? Maybe there's one here. We haven't been here yet.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
And they're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial.
Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass the victims list around. You've got to be kidding. There's over 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick? Is Mr. Engard really that big and bad of a criminal?
Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Nope, nothing here.
Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner.
That's nice. Thanks.
The rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can it is.
I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have time to eat.
Oops. Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal.
You've gotta be kidding. Here I thought he had already whipped something up.
Oh, I know. There is one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead.
Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. I guess just maybe they're telling me to present the thing to him. Do I have? Oh yeah, the transceiver's over here. Oh, we'll just go through stuff. I want to hear what. Since we're being prompted to just show him things. What do you think? What do you think about my badge, bud? What do you think about it? Look, it's my attorney's badge.
Oh, it's a little tarnished, don't you think, pal? Don't worry, I'll make it all sparkly, shiny again.
I'm really touched. Aww. Could you please take a look at this?
I can't think of anything to say about this, pal. Why don't I make us some instant noodles instead?
That's okay, really. No, he doesn't know anything about that. Well, I thought he was gonna talk about the case and shit. Nothing? Ah ha ha.
When I saw that button, I thought to myself, this is gonna prove Mr. Engard's guilty. But it looks like there was a lot more to it than I thought, huh, pal?
You're a pro. You should know better than to say something like that.
Well, I'm not a cop anymore. Just a regular helper around the office now, so,
I wonder if he misses working down at the precinct. No, he doesn't give a shit about all this.
I would have thought that this knife Mr. Engard used to eat his steak dinner with.
Go on.
That it would be stabbed into the victim's body by Miss Andrews, of all people. I guess she just hated the victim that much, huh, pal?
The question isn't why she hated the victim to that extent. Rather, why she tried to pin the murder on Mr. Engard.
I wonder if she really hates Mr. Engard.
Oh yeah, do you know about this card?
The card?
Edgeworth, for some reason, went pale the instant he saw this card.
Hey, I know what this is, pal.
You do?
No matter the way you look at it, I'd say it's a picture of a shell.
That's it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Edgeworth really likes those cooked snail things. What are they called again? Escargot or something like that.
Mr. Nick, I think we just solved the mystery of why Mr. Edgeworth's face turned pale, right?
As I suspected, Gumshoe has no clue. Alright, let's try the transceiver. Because didn't he say something about the transceiver? Like how Francisca like planted it on him or something? Or something like that?
The transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing.
What thing?
Oh yeah, and this thing just up and broke all of a sudden.
It broke, pal.
When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this.
I don't hear any static, pal.
Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself.
That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise.
Maybe
what?
Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal.
Electromagnetic interference. Huh. Morphogenetic fields. So what are morphogenetic fields?
It's something that happens when, when you need to send information back and forward through time. Maya's doing it right now. It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal.
I was talking about that earlier, about how Maya's only hope now is to beam her morphogenetic fields to Phoenix so he can see the inside of the thing. Because she was talking about her channeling thing. I'm like, oh, video games is the same. Escargot 9. Escargot 9, it's like that, it's like the evolutionary thing, like everything evolves towards crabs for some reason. It's like that, but for snails. Everything just starts evolving into snails. Oh, when you put it that way.
I understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen.
Yeah, you know, when that happens.
The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh. Computer?
Yes, this happens in 2017, the year in which this game takes place, with our CRT fucking computer monitors. It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird.
Oh, yes. The TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this.
So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, there's gotta be something there that's sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like a listening device or something. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Kurita's room, the scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later. All right, pal?
Wait, Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's investigating time. Yeah, baby. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Puts on his sunglasses, is on a boat for some reason.
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
All right, let's go. I guess we're going.
Viola!
what the fuck is in here? I'm sure it has nothing to do with the statue that talks that's actually a clock. Because nothing like that would ever be important in a Phoenix Wright game.
Hey, you're finally here, pal.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. And suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean, so yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers.
What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item.
Hey, calm down, pal. I didn't say I didn't get one. Just not the police's.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper.
It looks a little broken.
Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal.
Oh, by who?
Me, of course. Seeing this sure brings back memories.
What the fuck? How did he make this thing? Was it in like a kit? It must have been like a kit, right? Because this is relatively sophisticated. I don't know.
Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure.
Excuse me.
It looks a little beat up, but I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work. Trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's gonna beep at everything that gives off an electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, I might as well give it a whirl, right, pal?
I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Speaking of sinking, have you heard of the Titanic's sister ship, the Gigantic?
Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device, some sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're gonna find it, right?
Right. Now let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around the room to give it a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press enter to lock onto it. There's a lot of things in here that's gonna give off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious. Okay, pal? Alright, I'm gonna go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find a bug. Got it, pal?
What about this telephone? Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. But let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here.
Wow, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe.
So, is there a listening device in there?
No, I really thought it had to be in the phone too. What about this dog?
Oh, what a lovely bear. Ah!
This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot. It's a real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
how many horsepowers is it? How many horsies?
Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, Pearl, I don't think you know what robots are.
The radio is on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round?
Deja vu, I've been in this place before, lying on the street.
Why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Well, it's round, you see, because when things spin really fast. Let's look at the TV, because I'm pretty sure that's probably where it is. Okay, just wanted to make sure it's not over here. Ooh, there's something there, too. Well, let's take a look at the TV, because it could be either the lamp or the light. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV, of all places.
It looks like the TV is left on, and now it's showing an old samurai movie.
Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones.
You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to study Japanese.
I should probably keep my mouth shut here, and not destroy her dream. Lamp, check. Listening device? Nope.
There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful?
Yeah, I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry.
Eh.
There we go. Lamp, check. Listening device? No. Okay, yeah, the lamps are just giving off signals for some reason. I guess because they are light. Light is an electromagnetic signal, technically. A cell phone. No bugs in here.
A cell phone?
What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I'm sorry, I've never seen one before.
Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Kurain Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. This teacup? No. I guess we gotta slide on over. Let's look at his bear. Actually, let's look at this thing.
Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here.
Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder.
Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective says, gotta keep the trail and crime scene warm.
I think the keep warm in this case is a little more metaphorical.
Computer! 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 Bong water! Iced!
There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh?
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, it's a small book with paper that you can write on. So?
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
The TV remote. But it doesn't look like the listening device is in here.
So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expressions like TV channels?
Hey! But if I could... Oh, the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it.
Okay. Sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device.
This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think this is the listening device is in something like this.
Because if it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices?
What's this? It sort of looks like a hot water pot, but
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. Yeah, that's too bad. That would be the big thing. That's what I want. You put water in it and the orange juice comes out. I like it when the juice comes out. Oh, I can't check the razor. And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
A dryer? Oh, if you use it next to a TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right?
Yeah?
And when that happens, it's called electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I will never forget it for the rest of my life.
Okay, well, I guess it's time for Bear. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh,
Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Well, shit! Ooh, there's a camera.
what's this?
It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo. Everyone's trying to
make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick?
And that's what it seems like.
But I want to grow bigger and bigger.
Well, eating only vegetables isn't gonna help you there. You have to eat meat too. Owned. Is it one of these fucking bears? There's another clock bear. Why doesn't this clock bear emit electromagnetic signals? What? Yeah! Then one of the bears, I knew it. Be one of these stupid fucking bears.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I have ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, not yet. But this bear's eyes.
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounded like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't. Such a violent act.
Oof. Ah.
No!
That's...
It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer.
what emitter?
The transmitter, pal.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
So this tiny thing is a camera?
Yup, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal.
Dang. Gumshoe really does know his stuff. Oh good, I thought to check the bear even before, because I was like, it's gotta be one of these fucking bears, right? Because that's the easiest way to smuggle one in, it would be to gift him a bear.
It's a small, high-grade video camera, mostly used in security systems.
So it's a video camera.
It runs on a battery, which comes with it in a set.
But there's no videotape in this camera.
This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside it is somewhere else.
Yeah, you know, the tape that we use in the year 2017. The year which this game takes place.
Somewhere else?
The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder.
I didn't even mention the giant room full of VHS tapes. The killer also a noted member of Red Letter Media.
Now, see, I got all my shitty fucking movies here. And this one's a shopping mall. Rather like that one. Fucking Heaven the Bear. Fuck movies.
Yeah, exactly. What a great world. What a great world it would be if CRTs were still big. I need to get a CRT. I keep seeing them and I'm like, lines.
So it's...
Yeah, Melee is the national sport in the Ace Attorney universe. I believe that. They're all playing their CRTs. Fucking analog gaming ass.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you know, you're right.
Spy camera. So, what is a transmitter?
It's a device that sends the footage to the camera, so the footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of the listening device, pal.
It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing.
Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yep. Let's see. This looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go for 1 hour.
8 p.m.? That was the time the award ceremony ended.
There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murderer on tape.
What?
And if you think about the angle this bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot for the whole crime, pal.
All right. We'll see about that. Since pictures in all Ace Attorney games are notoriously useless and unreliable.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye.
And it was disguised as a present.
And I'm sure it was here on the night of murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind.
But who gave Mr. Carita this present?
I don't know, pal. But this means there's someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
That's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out.
Oh, Sniffle.
Is there really no way to find out? Stuffed bear. Okay.
I got it!
What?
Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go around to the electronics shops and see if I can find out who bought this.
But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m.
Now leave it to me, even if I have to search all night. I'll find your man, pal.
Spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My anger's it's doing the same thing as last time.
He's gone.
Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake.
It's a mystery how... It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways, right?
I'm assuming that's, yeah.
You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now.
Edgeworth, what are you doing here?
A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward, one step at a time.
I see. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. So there's a spy camera hidden inside this stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right?
Huh?
Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured it'd probably be easier to track a stuffed grizzly bear than a small camera. Just probably. I bet I know who bought them though, and it's not gonna help us out.
The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time.
Huh?
I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do.
What? Wait a minute. Wait. What is this? What is this implying? Like, that he took the physical bear? He just lifted it up? He took it out of my... But then...
See you soon, right?
Wait, let me look at the court record. Let me look... Wait! Yeah, there's no bear there! He took it. So, what did he... Has he taken the physical bear, or has he taken the conceptual, like, interactive medium of video game? Like, does Phoenix Wright... I always figured he had a photo of these things in like a folder. And you'd be like, oh, I have pictures in my crime folder. This is my court record. Look, I'll pull out this thing. But this is... So did he take the picture that I have? What is happening? I don't know that take is necessarily copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium we find ourselves in. I'm just gonna level with you right now.
What?
Why are you doing this?
I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida?
The real killer.
Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews?
To be honest, I don't know anymore.
You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth.
Juan Corrida's real killer. Miss Andrews passed. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. Ungard. And this card, Shelly the Killer.
What does it all mean?
Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth.
Away! We're doing our best, damn it. Huh, last investigation day, huh? Very, very strange. Oh, and we're here. We're still here.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay.
You're right.
So the real person who killed Mr. Corito was...
That assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who is his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever this client is, there's still a killer. Ah.
Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt Ungard himself?
If Mr. Ungard really did hire the assassin,
Then he is not innocent at all. Far from it. He would be guilty of the crime.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that that's necessarily how it works. Like, I think there are like, if you hire an assassin or something, like, I think the crime is slightly different. But sure, whatever.
but it can't be Mr. Ungard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him,
Mr. Ungard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Garita?
Alright, just so we're clear, dude, I didn't kill anyone. And that includes Juan Garita, okay?
Yeah, but we didn't ask him if he, like, hired an assassin. Of course, like I said, the only purpose of using this intelligently is for it to not work. Which, fair, but at least we used it.
Actually, that reminds me.
did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. Ungard's secret? What is this secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corito was gonna reveal this secret. And that means Mr. Ungard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corito silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Ungard. There's no way around it now.
Yeah, let's go talk to him. Let's give him a stern talking to.
Wow, it's really getting late. Isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Kurita held about Mr. Ungard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry.
I guess we will. Oh, hi, old bag.
Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is that nothing has anything to, or not any, nothing, all, Phoenix bad. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth? And he said, if you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm gonna feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Ah, gee. Thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. Ooh. This is absolutely top secret, so you would better keep it to yourself.
Yeah, we found a spy camera. Well, that's crazy.
I'm sure it was, you know, it was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita. I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard.
That manager? Who are you talking about?
You don't know that manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita? Ah, really? You young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the...
Why would Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was gonna get married.
Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What?
But they were gonna get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Dun dun. Okay. That's crazy. I'm happy for you, or sorry that happened.
On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. Looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down.
What were we doing? We were talking to what's-his-face.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened.
You're Mr. Ungard's chief lawyer, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I said chief lawyer. I just was looking at the word chief. Like, who's talking? I couldn't even tell. I'm stupid.
Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
Decisive witness? You mean for the Ungard case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth.
What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here.
Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission. So there you go.
What?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have the trial tomorrow in the bag.
All right, well, bye. Ooh.
I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. That means that both Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear?
I guess Matt's first. Dude, it's Mr. Right. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you.
I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Corrida was killed by an assassin. That the assassin's client is this man, Matt Ungard.
What's wrong?
Mr. Ungard, there is something I must know with 100% certainty.
You seem kind of different. Like, you're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self.
About the press conference.
You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai?
Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews.
It looked like somehow blah 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 destroy blah.
Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please?
Absolutely not.
I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Cyclops.
You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude?
Did you know about Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' relationship?
Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. Oh, but I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life.
Miss Andrews. She had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kurita. Her mentor was Mr. Kurita's manager. Miss Andrews was gonna get Miss Celeste Impax's suicide note from him.
Celeste.
Does that jog any memories?
Dude, I suddenly got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea? Like green peas?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I wasn't sure whether they were real or not. Like his stupid little Knight Rider phone.
Let's go eat one later, okay?
Ugh, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop.
That's too bad.
Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay?
Mr. Ungard, are you connected to Miss Impax's suicide in some way?
All right, let's see if we have what it takes here.
Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed?
I told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention that whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap.
Don't lie to me.
Huh?
I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night.
Okay, I'm assuming we're talking about the spy camera, but I don't have any of these things. They fucking took them from me, so I guess I don't have what it takes. All right. Oh, there's more. I was thinking I was just gonna leave and then like go right back. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Like, see, why do that is question marks? We would know who it is by his voice. It's insane. These people are deranged.
Mr. Powers.
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm gonna testify at tomorrow's trial.
So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers?
I was talking with a detective until a little while ago.
Every voice sounds the same. It might be Phoenix. Might be Phoenix's problem. Maybe Phoenix suffers from voice blindness or whatever. Pharmaceutical companies. Oh no! Oh no! Visual novels is the same.
I was talking with the detective. I was on my way home when all of a sudden, you're under arrest. and I was brought back here.
Oh.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Wow. I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. He doesn't look suspicious. He looks like he looks like Giga Chad. Giga Chad is not suspicious.
I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime?
All right, buddy. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you gonna talk about?
Oh, I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think that lawyer the detective was talking about is?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it was me.
Yeah, you got it.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world.
Fed up with this world. Ouch. I really don't have a lot of friends here, do I?
This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
But what is he really like?
Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with the women.
Yeah, Phoenix has 0 friends. Pearl, thinks she's watching him, and Maya just likes to harass him. But what about me, man? It's me, like Larry Butts, dude. Here I go. Dude, I found this chick. She's totally into me, man. Her name's Jay something. She used to be married to dude, this rap producer, man. But now they're divorced. And now she's into me.
Would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. Okay. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me.
One person who wouldn't swoon over him?
His manager, you know.